What we doing?
So, Nancy Pelosi, all that stuff that happened in January, on the 6th of January, was such a scam. Such a scam done by the liberal side. It was Nancy Pelosi. And I have this clip that came out that Benny posted where she's admitting she's responsible for the National Guard being there. And she said, I take responsibility for not having them just prepare for more. So prepare. So you're telling everybody that you had all this set up and you had this rigged. So I want to play this clip. And then right after that, she went right on to, they said as soon as that clip surfaced, she immediately went on MSNBC, which she is, what they said, she,
let's look at it.
Right. She immediately jumped on after that clip released and started talking this. And they were like, how'd she get on there so fast? Why she do it so quickly? She need to clear that name up very quickly.
Why are we even still talking about her? But yeah.
Because
yeah,
the reason why Trump, they put some in so much trouble is because of this coup that they set up.
Terry, we did not have any accountability for what was going on there, and we should have. This is ridiculous. You're going to ask me in the middle of the thing when they've already breached the inaugural stuff that should we call the Capitol Police? I mean the National Guard? Why weren't the National Guard there to begin with?
To begin?
They thought that they had sufficient resources.
That is not a question of how they had. They don't know. They clearly didn't know, and I take responsibility for not having them just prepare for more.
Look how much you had. That sound like you told on yourself to me. For this whole process set up, and then shortly after she jumped, I mean, literally that clip has surfaced and gone everywhere, and maybe within the hour she's on NBC talking about it. Nobody has ever done it that fast. No, this is a woman trying to hurry and clear this up really quick.
But it ain't nothing. I mean, she can't clear it up.
This is stirred up and a brouhaha on the right and in some corners of the media today.
Well, because of the fact is that the President of the United States, the former president, and his toadies do not want to face the facts.
Who's she talking
They're
to?
trying to
Toadies.
do revisionist history on January 6th. But we cannot let us be dragged into their, again, false impression of what happened that day. They know what happened that day. They know how serious it is and was, and continues to have an impact on our country. And yet they want to call the people who were in there hostages. Last night I received the Lincoln Award. I was so proud of receiving that.
Why?
And I said in my remarks, Lincoln built the dome on the Capitol. He insisted that it be built during the Civil War so that it could show the resilience of America. And to see these people coming through the Capitol with their foul deeds and foul actions, waving Confederate flags and Nazi flags under Lincoln's dome was so shameful. And yet this president who incited, this former president who incited this insurrection would not send the National Guard for hours. People were harmed, people were killed, but died one way or another. And what did he do but try to deny that any of it happened? This is a terrible thing. But let us not take away the attention of what we need to do to go forward. We have to unify our country. We have to bring people together.
That's not what y'all about. It's not what
in a
it's
way
about.
that honors the vision of our founders, the sacrifice of our men and women in uniform, as well
Ukraine
as
flag.
the aspirations of our children. I just came back from D-Day in Normandy to see our veterans there who they're it was the 80th anniversary of it. Some of the youngest of them were 97, some over 100. They fought for our freedom, and yet you see how it is being denigrated by the former president and his Republican toadies.
Toadies. But, lady, weren't you the one, speaking of toadies, didn't you have a whole husband that had a whole male figure that on camera getting hit on the head, inviting somebody in, and toadies? No, check your words.
Allegedly.
Check your word. No, it wasn't no allegedly. This was on clip. This was filmed. This was live. This wasn't fake.
What I'm trying to understand is, how is she able to make this to come on and completely wipe away what her statement was and her role in the whole
And you see how she
thing.
said, she made it seem like the National Guard was, why he didn't have her there. She just told on herself why we didn't have a National Guard there so we could prepare for more of this. Prepare for more. So
But
there was a preparation. So something that was
tapes
involved,
are
y'all
out.
prepared for.
The tapes have been released.
Yeah, but people
So
aren't
it
believing
shows
them.
it shows you what actually went down and how they got there, who was part of it, and everything. So why is there still doubt and question as to what it is? The people on the videotape were themselves.
These people are a scam.
And when nobody
And
no
I didn't understand.
mask with no other face on.
Right. I didn't understand in 2020 when they were like, when I learned, they said you don't want everything to be Democrat. They said I learned that you need a healthy balance to have.
I believe that.
You need a balance. So I'm gonna be 100% truthful. We've switched over to Conservative Party, but I don't think every single thing needs to be conservative, because some things in conservative might do that might not. Some things might not be beneficial. Whereas the left, they might have a couple beneficial things that America needs, but then as a whole, you definitely don't want them because they're going to be just like they are now. They're going to go lunatic left. So I think you need a balance of certain things that come from the parties, but more so the conservatives going to be more God party. Even though people do wrong in these parties and they still are human beings, we don't need something that's completely contradictory of this country and doing wild stuff. And then that's what I heard somebody say a while ago. You don't want everything to go left because the things they will let happen. And that is so true. Now I know better.
Yeah, I mean, I'm with that. I know that it's not a perfect world. We know that. We know it's not a perfect world. However, we want people on both sides, both sides, to be able, we want people who are truly have our best interests at heart and are really going to make policies where it's favorable for the majority.
For the community.
For the majority.
Yes.
At all levels. Not just for rich people. You want them for rich people, people who are in the middle, and people who are at the bottom.
Yes.
However it looks for those levels, that's what the experts, our tax dollars paying y'all to figure out.
Correct.
To do. That's what you went to school for, or wherever y'all went. But for real, I mean.
But this woman, and she just told her involvement, on the conservative side, anything that they find on this lady is going to go against her because everyone feels like the election to a degree was taken. And then when you have somebody trying to completely annihilate a president from the race, and then you start seeing some of the things that these people were doing in the background, it really shows you how corrupt things are and why you should vote this particular way, to vote away from these particular people.
Yeah, I mean, it's just the more and more as closer that we get, everything is going to be is going to hit the fan.
Yeah,
it's going to hit the fan.
It is going to hit the fan. And it's going to keep coming out, and things going to come out later too. But I think really is we're going to really just see a wild bunch of footage and things come out up to this election. I think it's just going to be one of the wildest things we have seen in these next 5 months.
Because Biden's
July, August, September, October,
finally coming to
because you saw the live impeachment where they trying to, especially with the crime family and the Hunter Biden. They said Hunter Biden would get, if he were. Even though we know he will never see that time, but they're saying if he was convicted guilty, he can possibly get up to 25 years, which his Joe Biden would pardon him on the way right out the door.
Sounds good.
Joe Biden said he wouldn't pardon Hunter Biden.
He'll never touch a jail cell in his life. I don't see it. Plus the jury of people that when you heard them giving back a little bit of background about each juror, I was like, please, it's no way. But guys, continue to be informed. Continue to get the right information, access. Don't sit here and believe the twisted stuff that you can plainly see that's not it. But you just want to believe the lies because it makes you feel good and it supports whatever you think is going to be the best for this particular area and not for the whole country. Not just one particular dot on the map.
That's what I learned.
That ain't the most important thing. We need all the dots to be on there.
That's what I learned you cannot go with. You cannot just really focus on the one particular thing that affects you. That's what the left does, 100%. You have to focus on what affects everybody and that will benefit the country in a whole. And if you can't see it that way, then...
But anyway, okay, great people, we appreciate your support. Subscribe to the channel. Check out some of the videos that we have on our channel that is definitely hitting up these matters, as well as some funny stuff too to make you laugh. And we'll see you on the next video.
We'll see you on the next, man. 2024 be more.
Talk less.
We'll see you on the next.
Yeah.